Good afternoon, and welcome to the Town of Somers special meeting of Wednesday, October 16th. If you would please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call?
Yes.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, Patty, roll call.
Councilman William G. Faulkner.
Here.
Councilman Richard G. Clinchy.
Here.
Councilman Anthony J. Sirico. Councilman Thomas A. Garrity Jr.
Here.
Supervisor Rick Morrissey.
Present. Okay, moving along to our town board agenda, 1 through 3. Town clerk to validate petitions for the creation of the Somers District number 2.
125 signatures were received, and 120 of them were eligible property owners to sign the petition.
Okay, and the net result of that would mean that we're putting the referendum to a vote.
Yep.
Okay, great. Okay, so the next item on the agenda is to set date for the referendum. And the dates that we have to wait till December 11th, and it must be held between December 25th. So
Before December 25th.
Yep, and I am going to propose that we do it as soon as possible, December 11th. So I'll make a motion.
Which is what day of the week?
Which is a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And the hours of, that the polls will be open in this room will be from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
So just like a regular election.
Right.
And then here in the townhouse.
Here in the
It'll be
townhouse.
here in the townhouse. One voting location.
Right.
That's it.
And this is just for the two communities,
Right.
Lake Lincolndale and Lake Shenorock. Okay, so I'll make a motion to set the referendum vote for December 11th from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
And there's no absentee balloting,
No absentee balloting.
That's for the comptroller.
correct?
Right.
Okay. You want to go through the, who's eligible to vote on that again? I mean, we've done that in the past.
I don't think you need to do that again.
Okay. All right. And item number 3. So in many of the meetings, we've been told by the public that there's many people out there that have not heard about sewer district formation in both communities. We've also gotten a lot of questions from the community, some very good ones, and this town board's been responsive, providing those answers to the questions that we have, that were given to us. So taking into consideration that there may be people in the communities that have not heard about the formation of the sewer district, the town board has decided to contract with Harrison Edwards for communications to help and assist the town reaching out to the community. What this contract will entail is some community meetings, some mailings, and we'd like to hear from Bob Knight of Edwards, Harrison Edwards. If you come over to this mic. Oh, it's up there. I didn't know it was hooked up.
It is.
Thank you, Supervisor. So we attended last week's board meeting. We do a lot of this work with communities, and I think there were about 3 or 4 different members of the community who had expressed desire for greater communication for this project. It's interesting in listening to the comments. I think members of the public brought up some very valid concerns. They had some very good questions. They were well prepared. It will be our job to work with the board to make sure that the answers to those questions are communicated, so that way the public can make an informed decision and the vote on that you've approved for December 11th. What kind of struck us at the meeting is, and this is representative, I suppose, of the town, is that members of the public are they're concerned. There's a lot of questions that they have, and are looking for some answers. And you've obviously done a lot of research and homework and been working on this for a few years. But the conversation last week we thought was very civil, and it was a real community conversation. In some of the other communities that we've worked in, sometimes it's not so civil. So I think it's a reflection of the character of Somers, and I think it's something that the town should be proud of. So we will, should you approve the contract, we will work towards facilitating a high level of communication, both in the media, as you said, in flyers and community meetings, and via social media, to make sure that the public can make an informed decision, and take some very complex language in the engineer's report. There's sort of three languages. There's engineering speak, there's government speak, and there's people speak. It'll be our job to sort of translate all that for you.
All right, well, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, at this time, I'd like to make a motion to award the communications contract to Harrison Edwards
For
in an amount not to exceed $13,750. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. Okay, I would further make a motion to adjourn the meeting
Hold on.
with, what?
Right, we're checking something out.
Oh, okay.
They'll have to move.
We'll have to move that then. Yeah.
Oh,
The
I
what?
see. Yeah.
We're just making sure it's not the case. But they'll have to move. We'll have to move them over to the library or something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yep, so let's
it's just a
continue.
question about the date and this room being
Who's
used.
in this
Yeah,
room?
but we got the date here, we can move them if we have to.
Were you thinking?
Yeah.
The planning board.
Planning
Yeah.
board
Planning
is
board.
scheduled that night.
Yeah, we can move them to the library or somewhere else.
Can they switch their day? Up or down?
I don't know if they have public hearings scheduled. That could be
December?
problematic if they've been posted and published. I don't know.
Right, or, I mean, we could
We can't chat.
use the map room to the vote? No.
Okay, well, here comes an answer.
This would be the rule, right?
No, he's just getting to see if it's the day or not.
No, you
And is there a planning board meeting that night?
December 11th, yes.
Okay.
No public hearings, though.
I didn't check the agenda, I don't think the agenda's out yet.
Okay, regardless, we'll either,
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
yeah, we'll move the planning board to another location. So December 11th, from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., the vote
Here.
for the referendum will be here.
Good.
So I'm going to make a motion to adjourn into executive session, not to return.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Good afternoon, Somers.